adventure. Adventure is all around you. People get stuck in this bubble that there is nothing to do around here. Well, I am here to tell you, you are wrong. You are so wrong. There are so many adventures to be had in this state. And a road trip doesn't have to be far. You can have a road trip right here in your own city. Before I begin and talk to you about some of the places and give you some suggestions, I'm going to give you some advice on how to prepare and plan, because preparation is important. And staying hydrated is also very important. No matter how short of a road trip it is, always bring your own water. We have this big red bucket. It is super helpful. Keep our drinks nice and cold. And you also don't want to make sure you get hangry, because you don't want to be hangry on a road trip. Kind of makes everything less fun. So pack some healthy snacks. Put them in an insulated lunch bag with some cold packs, and they'll stay longer, even in Oklahoma's heat. And another really helpful thing, clean out your car before you go. I'm serious. It really does help kind of set that tone in mind. You also want to clean your house, too, so that way when you come back home, you can relax. And on the subject of being organized, whoever's riding shotgun, try to pack things so that way whoever's in shotgun can kind of easily access them. So it's just a huge time saver. And you also want to be safe. Bring your oil, bring your flashlights, jumper cables. You'll be surprised how often you might need that stuff. I know some of this is pretty common and some pretty obvious to some, but I'm trying to break down that barrier. Because some people, if you're not really sure, I want to break that barrier down. So that way everyone can have an adventure. That's right. You get an adventure, everybody here gets an adventure. Now, of course, you also want to make sure you check your fluids, all that fun stuff. I know it's boring, tedious, but on the last road trip, we, would have ran out of oil. So it's handy. It's also handy to know how to change your tire. My wife and I, we were in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma. If we would have called for roadside service, we would have been stuck forever. So know how to change your tire. YouTube it. Now for adventures. Let's journey to the center of the universe, which is actually located in Tulsa. Stand in that circle, and whatever you say will echo back to you and only you. And while you're in Tulsa, I'm going to talk about this hidden gem, the Tulsa Botanical Gardens. Absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. You have to look it up. It's not something you'll stumble upon when driving around Tulsa. You got to be in the know to find that gem. And if you're traveling from Oklahoma City to Tulsa, mix up your road trip. Take Route 66. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's a lot of fun things to do. Pops, Rock Cafe, the Flying Saucer of Stroud. Now for something a little bit closer, about an hour drive from here in Oklahoma City, in Sulphur, Oklahoma, it's the Chickasha National Recreational Area. Absolutely gorgeous, lots of water. One year we just hiked in the streams. It's so refreshing. But if you don't want to go that far, I'm surprised at how many people I run into here in Oklahoma City don't know about the Martin Nature Park Center. It's just west of Quail Springs Mall. Absolutely gorgeous. And on the subject of a road trip, in the very literal sense of a road trip, take the National Talamina Scenic Byway. It's one of the premier places to see the fall foliage here in Oklahoma. Now, as an adult man, I enjoyed digging for crystals at the Great Salt Plains State Park. It's a ton of fun. It's a great activity you can do with the kids, do it with your special someone. And if you're looking for a bit of nature and small town culture, go to Medicine Park and the Wichita Mountain Wildlife Refuge. Just absolutely gorgeous. And for something to bring it back right here, raise the hands real fast. If this is your first time in the Plaza District, I want you to, after this is over, go between the alley here and dig it and check out the plaza walls. You'll be amazed at the art. So in conclusion, I want to let you know that you don't have to go far for an adventure. There are so many things to do in this state. So many things to do in this city. Things are just exploding. So just get outside your bubble and go have an adventure. Thank you.